Bad thing is if the rapture did happen,
we wouldn't be here.
Then we're all not in as good a shape as we thought we'd be, I guess.
Okay.
And so anyway, but we are still here. There you go, baby. Yeah, blow the chat up. Let's do this thing.
Air conditioner off.
We got a lot of stuff to talk about today. We got people screaming death to America.
Oh, man, it's insane.
We got some eclipse updates, ladies and gentlemen. There were some weird things that went down. There is a new war on abortion, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And is Donald Trump finally, after the love of prayer and God and Moses and everything, is he finally detaching himself from Lindsey Graham? Well, I have some insider baseball for you guys that I've never shared publicly before. But I'm going to share it today, and it has to do with President Trump. It has to do with Lindsey Graham. So we've got a jam-packed show for you today. So you guys know the drill. We need your help. We need every single one of you to hit that like button. The more you hit the like button, the more people see this. The algorithm picks it up. If this is your first time watching the show, make sure to hit that follow button. Comment in the live chat. We try to interact with you guys as much as possible. And, of course, share this far and wide with a hater because more likely than not, we're going to upset some people. Yeah. And also, super questions. Not required, but you guys and your support keeps us free and only obligated to you, the listener. So $5 or more, we will stop at the 30-minute mark of the show, and then we will make sure we get to all the questions at the end of the show. The highest one so far has been $200.
$200.
$100 or more, we're going to send you something special in the mail to light on fire and help start a fire in your home.
Send us a video when you do.
Yes,
that would be awesome.
That would be amazing. So far, the record is $200.
That's correct.
So I don't know if somebody does 1,000 one day. We might have to fly those people out here and let them be on the show.
Oh, that would be cool.
And that's not saying like give us $1,000. I'm just saying like if somebody ever did something crazy like that, I feel like we'd have to do something crazy in return in that regard. All right, if you guys are ready to start this show,
let's do
it. Start the show in the chat and let's do this thing. All right, real quick because everybody likes to talk about flight stuff. Oh, I'm an idiot. Everybody. Producer Hot Seat Todd is here. There he is. Play your music.
I am here. That's just, I can't even do it now.
Hey, look, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I messed up. I messed that one up. That was my fault. I normally have a pretty good cadence.
You are still loved by this side of the room.
And
You're still loved.
I messed that up. So I said, Graham forgot him. I did. I'm not even lying. I 100% forgot that.
Well, we're only, and it's weird because like you used to be like over there. Now we're literally staring at each other.
We're still getting used to the new studio. And just so you know, it looks like a disaster right now.
Oh, it's so bad right now.
We've got the 2 cameras set up. We're still working on camera 3 set up. It's like an Indiana Jones Temple of Doom situation.
I'm not used to having so much space.
So I'm used to looking at Todd about this way, and now I got to look over here. And so we're still getting used to the new studio. It's at least 3 times bigger. Than the old space.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I can not hit a monitor or like,
and I can reach
everything.
Even that's weird. Like not breathing on each other is weird.
Todd looks yellow. I basically am, y'all. I'm like part Mexican, part Indian. So that's just that. This is my color.
All right. Anyway, here we go.
Let's do it.
People like to put in all the plane stuff because of me, and so this one, although not life threatening, I was like, oh. This is just something weird that goes on with a plane. Flight diverted after dog poops on board. Smell never quite went away.
Oh, my God.
And where did it happen? Why does all the weird stuff happen on Southwest, Spirit, and United?
Man,
United. This happened on a United flight.
Was it United?
Yes. A United flight had to divert because of dog pooped in the aisle. So here's my question. Other than service animals, before the Karens get on to me and the Chads in the chat, what about service animals, Graham? I'm not talking about that.
That's different. And they wouldn't poop on a plane.
Why are we allowing people to bring animals onto the airplanes?
Until Saturday morning. No, I'm sorry, not even Saturday morning. When we got back to Pittsburgh to fly back, I didn't know that you could. I thought the dogs had to go in the bottom of the plane.
There was a story of someone. There was a story of someone that brought like a roost, like a peacock or something on a plane, claiming it's a service animal. A peacock.
That'd be awesome.
No, it's not.
That would be
Stop doing this, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm
Stop.
sorry.
Stop. We got 2 animals. When we moved to Texas, we didn't put them on a plane.
That's my.
We drove.
I have a goal now.
To Texas.
I have a goal.
No. Comment below. Like, I'm serious. Am I alone on this? Is that not? I don't understand it. Like oh, I've got 5 kids. Well, 2 of them are dogs. No, you got 3 kids. You don't have 5 kids. You got 3. It's ridiculous.
I have a goal now.
And
I'm gonna go.
People are the worst.
I'm going to get a sloth, and I'm trying to make the news.
Cat people are the ones that like their cats are humans.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know your cat will eat you if you die, right?
Yes,
like,
cats
it'll
are
eat you.
Cats are devils.
They are. There's a reason why they
1,000,000%.
guarded like the hell in Egypt.
Well,
they're demons.
And there's a reason why witches like love the black cats and stuff like that. You never see witches with a poodle. That's all I'm saying. It's not in there. But either way, all right.
Somebody said easy on
Easy
dog
on
moms.
dog moms. Look, hey, look.
We love you.
I
we love you.
but it's weird. Okay, it's weird. Look, I got 2 dogs. There ain't no vest for the dogs. It's a dog. Okay, like the end. The only collar is the shock collar, and that's
right.
it. And like anyway, I don't understand it. Stop bringing. We get mad at overweight people only paying 1 seat ticket.
Yeah, now you put your dog with you.
But
yeah.
imagine,
No.
like I'm on a plane. I'm telling you right now, I hate flying. And if some chick sat next to me with her little Pomeranian or what, dude, I'm out.
Nope.
No way. And then
Nope.
the dogs are most often terrified during the whole flight. No.
And they're throwing up. And
No. All right, here we go. Has college athletics finally decided that men should not be allowed to participate in women's sports? Well, the National Association of Intercollegiate Athletics, the NAIA, not the NCAA, we're not there yet, but the NAIA has voted to prohibit transgender women from competing in women's sports for the next school year. This decision, effective August 1st, allows only those whose biological sex is female, including transgender men and non-binary individuals not on masculinizing hormones, to participate in women's competitions. Hold on. Wait a minute. What it allows only those whose biological sex is female, including transgender men and non-binary individuals not on masculinizing hormones, to participate.
So a
in
transgender man
is a woman.
woman.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's saying that if a woman who
So
thinks she's a man, but she can't be on hormone like testosterone
Correct.
and all this stuff. Okay. All right. A little weird how he worded that. All right. To participate in women's competition, could the NCAA be next? If you think that this is a fantastic idea, comment yes in the comments. Let's give a round of applause to the NAIA
for actually having common sense.
Sense, man.
So stupid.
I don't know why, and this is a picture of a bunch of men running and competing in women's sports here. Click on the top right corner here.
This one?
Yeah, click on that.
I think it's just a whole.
Nope. Scroll up. Oh yeah, that's definitely a lady.
Yep.
That right there is a WWE fighter, is what that is. Oh boy. Yep. Can you imagine being a female and lining up
and
and
those
seeing
shorts
that?
were any shorter, he'd be in trouble.
All right, next. What do we got here? All right. Okay.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Apparently, Morgan Wallen threw a chair off a balcony.
Now be careful. There's a lot of folk they worship this dude.
All right, if you like Morgan Wallen, comment in the chat. I'm curious. Are you a Wallenite?
Is that what they call
a
him?
Morganite?
I don't know.
I don't know what they call them. Either way, so Morgan Wallen apparently got arrested for throwing a chair off of a thing. Am I the only one that's like, one, I don't care, but two, Morgan Wallen is a raging alcoholic. Everybody knows this, right? That's all he talks about. Let's do a fun thing. Can you Google? I'm curious if anyone's done this. How many alcohol references in Morgan Wallen songs? Does that make sense? I'm just curious. I just want to know alcohol references.
I can't see.
ERENCES in Morgan Wallen songs.
Oh, look at
There
that.
it
Somebody's actually
is.
Googled this.
I want to see.
How many times does Morgan...
All right, here we go. Hit it right there. So this was December 2023 on his One Thing at a Time album. Okay,
we counted.
Go down. So this was 2023. Come on, where's the number? Keep going. Come on.
190.
190 times the man talks about alcohol in his albums, and people are shocked.
Big surprise
when they're like, "I can't believe Morgan Wallen would do this."
Nobody was hurt, but he just chunked a chair off a 6th-floor balcony in Nashville.
Let's do one more fun thing. What's the average word count in a song?
In one of his?
No.
Okay, just
Google,
average.
what is the average word count for a song? What we're learning down this episode. What is the average word count in a song?
80-20 rule. 281 words
per song.
Well, this one says
that's born. But no, that's just saying one song. I want the average word count. How much does the average number of words? How long is the average for? Okay.
Yeah, whatever.
I can't see.
From 500, usually ranging from 500 to 700 words. That's a rap song.
That's a rap song. Dadgummit. Okay, we'll figure it out later. My point is,
Dude,
he references alcohol 190 times. How many songs are on his One Thing? Don't worry about it. I'll look it up.
Well, all I gotta do is click back.
Morgan Wallen.
There you go. How many songs are on it?
Yeah.
Here's all 1, 2, 3. Oh, this is alcohol.
Morgan Wallen, One Thing at a Time. Hold on. This is going to make your life better.
Oh, the album is a massive 36 songs.
Okay.
So 36 songs, 190 times.
I got it. Math right here. So 190 divided by 36. So he references alcohol at least 5 times per song. 36 songs. And people are like shocked. Like, I can't believe Morgan Wallen would be all this stuff.
I mean, look at that. I mean, duh. Red Solo Cup.
Somebody just said they don't know who Morgan Wallen is.
I didn't for a long time.
What? Okay, either way. All right, Tesla settles Apple engineer's family who said autopilot caused his fatal crash. I'm not letting Tesla do a full autopilot. Like I'm not letting. Have you seen the videos of these people like sleeping? Going 85 miles an hour down Texas, no. There comes a certain point. I don't get it. Like,
God, look at that car, man.
Well, yeah. That ain't a Tesla. Is that it is a Tesla.
I don't know.
Dang, that is a Tesla.
But what's left of it?
I don't. Was he asleep? Let's see. Texas has settled high-profile terms of the settlement. Walter Huang was killed when his Tesla was struck on a concrete highway medium in Silicon Valley on March 28th. The National Transportation Safety Board, in its investigation, found the autopilot was engaged for nearly 19 minutes before the fatal car crash. The car was traveling 71 miles an hour. This dude was asleep, bro.
I don't care.
This dude was asleep. He was asleep.
19 minutes. They shouldn't have. I'm sorry. Sorry you're dead, bro. Sorry to your family. Shouldn't have paid you a dime.
I mean,
19 minutes,
dude. We're not there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
this ain't the Jetsons, bro.
I don't understand. If you own a Tesla, the autopilot. Look, dude, do like the half autopilot. Like my truck's got an autopilot.
Yeah, mine too.
But you got to have your hands on the wheel,
and if
or
you don't, it'll beep, 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 and then it'll just like. It'll give it back.
I don't understand. All right, what's next? Real quick, we'll talk about that in a minute. Speaking, another ship has lost its way. But before we do that, we got to get into our sponsor for today. And again, I'm super pumped about these sponsors because it's games, which I think is really awesome. So this is our sponsor, War Games. So stick around. We got a lot to talk about, but watch this video. All right, guys, we are super pumped that War Games has come to work with us. This game is amazing. They have new content released every month, whether it's a new ship, in-game nations, cosmetics, or even ship classes. Amazing graphics with more than 40 unique maps with dynamic weather that comprise World of Warships, multiple ship classes to choose from, conquer the oceans abroad, history's most iconic battleships, destroyers, aircraft carriers, and the list goes on and on. And also, did we mention it is available on consoles? All you have to do is use the code BRAVO. There's a link in the description of this show to receive a huge starter pack, including 1.5 million credits, 7 days premium account time, and a tier 4 ship. All you got to do, this is the perfect game to take your mind off of things, is go to na.wargaming.net/registration, or you can simply click the link below. World of Warship is the perfect balance of action and strategic gameplay. Go right now, enter the code BRAVO, 1.5 million free credits. Go get it right now.
And we're back!
And we're back! Man, there is just something about the fact that we have a game.
Man, I'm gonna tell you something. They just announced, and I'm sorry, the new NCAA football's coming
July
out,
19th.
I'm so
please,
I'm gonna
please give us the.
I'm gonna vanish for like a month. I'm
Dude,
just gonna tell
EA
you that up
Sports,
front.
EA Sports would never touch us, bro. All right, but speaking of ships, okay, many are left unsettled amid close call with ship near the Verrazano Bridge. Apparently, New York City saw a close call with a large container ship, again, that lost power near the Verrazano Bridge on Friday night. The New York Post reports the failure was reported around 8:30 p.m. as the ship lost propulsion in the Kill Van Cole shipping lane between Staten Island and, I don't know, Bayonne, New Jersey.
Bayonne.
Dang, New Jersey, get some better words. The ship was assisted to anchor by 3 towing vessels just outside. Okay, again, thanks, Pete Buttigieg or Buttigieg or whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
When did we start having all these problems with these cargo ships losing power?
Just cutting off right in the middle of it.
Like I'm serious. Comment in the chat
if
below.
you are a navigator, is this normal?
Yeah. Does anybody know anything about cargo ships? Like, is this something that happens like all the time?
Like your boy, yesterday, that was at the house yesterday.
I don't know why you have such a problem with the word
names.
Mark.
I'm
Matthew,
sorry,
Mark. Luke,
I'm
John.
sorry,
Mark. His name is
I'm
Mark.
sorry, Mark. Because I'm basically focused on his majestic beard when he's around. Anyway, I did not know. We was talking about the train derailments and stuff, and he works for the railroad, and he goes, dude, that happens every day. It's like, what?
True, but that's why I'm asking. Like, anybody that knows anything about cargo ships and all this other kind of stuff, comment below. Is this normal? Or comment below, do you think that this is starting to be intentional? Like it just, I find it weird. Everybody goes DEI, DEI, DEI. I still find it weird that all of these things would begin to happen at the same time. You know what I mean? Like all these things. We got engines falling off of planes. We got dogs pooping in the carpets on planes. And we got cargo ships. What?
I said there was a special where they talked about cargo ships, and they actually have 2 steering systems. One has a diesel backup, so even if they lose power, they can still steer their ships. So,
okay, so it's not normal, right?
Yeah.
Like, can we all agree on that it's not normal and that something feels like it's going on, like they're trying to, I don't know, strategically tear down the infrastructure, the import-exports of America?
Well, you got planes, trains, cargo ships. I mean, good Lord, man.
Anyway, I don't know. We'll keep an eye on it, but I mean, that's the kind of stuff that's just weird to me. But all right, here we go. All right. You need to hit the like button. You need to hit the share button. You need to wake up a little bit this morning because yesterday we had the total solar eclipse. How many people had 100% totality in their area? Comment in the chat below. Let me know.
It was so cool.
We did here. Everybody's staring up at the sun. I really could care less. I wanted to see it go nighttime.
Yep.
That's what I wanted to see. And my favorite part was right when it was fixing to be there. If you looked on the ground, you saw like these like little rays or something like starting to happen.
Yeah.
Dude, I'll tell you, there's some, it is eerie.
It's very, very weird.
Like it is weird kind of thing. Somebody said maybe 40%. Well, you missed out, my friend.
Did.
You missed out. I wouldn't have traveled across the country to have seen it.
No.
Like some people.
Not at all.
But, either way. All right. But now, of course, this is just the world we live in. Everything has to lead to, I even made a joke yesterday that there was a meme, people staring straight at the eclipse to claim disability on Tuesday. And then sure enough, without fail, here we go. This is Fox News. Can a total solar eclipse make you sick? Experts weigh in on eclipse sickness.
Oh, my God.
Experts claim. Where's that on my VA disability? Where is that?
Did you have that on your bingo card?
Is that a
this month?
preemptive presumptive condition? Can we do that like Joe Biden? It turns out that eye health may not be the only thing you have to worry about after a total eclipse following the historic celestial event that took place on Monday. Americans across the country began to complain of an eclipse-induced nausea, headaches, and eye pain. Is it normal to be a little nauseated after? I'm totally nauseated, somebody said. You know what this is? It's a bunch of people that never go outside.
Yeah, this is what's it called? Golly, when you think you're sick all the time.
I don't know.
Hypochondriac. That's it. Look,
No, that's like when you think you're dying. Like you
the
got
sun and the moon have revolved around the earth the same way forever.
Same sun,
same way,
same moon.
forever.
They just did this.
They did this. That's not going to make you sick.
Did you see that video clip of the person that caught it when they were in the plane?
Oh, that was cool.
That was
really cool.
But I would have legitimately.
I would have just went.
I would have needed to wear brown pants.
Yeah, I would have just
it would have been
closed the thing.
All right, so here we go. This look, our nation, we're in trouble as a country.
We know this.
Okay, there just comes a point where we do what we do, and we just sit here and go, "Why are we even doing this at this point?" Because it doesn't make any sense. We're in trouble as a nation. Okay. Google Analytics show an exponential increase in the Google search of "Why do my eyes hurt?" This search followed the total solar eclipse, which covered parts of North America today, seen by tens of millions. Click on the image right here to the right. Look at it. Go down. Look at the surge.
It just woof.
Look,
Bro.
Why do my eyes hurt was good, but not to be outdone with my eyes hurt.
Dude,
just period statement. We're in trouble as a nation, guys.
WebMD gave like 10 million people cancer yesterday.
Look at this. Look at it.
This is insanity.
Dude, people were out there like,
it's crazy.
It was like that movie, The Bird Box, where they're like holding each other, like trying to see. What do we got to do? These people are voting. These people are raising children.
There's only one rule to an eclipse.
One rule. Stare straight at it.
You don't say Beetlejuice 3 times. You don't stare at a solar eclipse.
I don't understand. Anyway, but yeah, this is our nation. We're in trouble as a world. We're in trouble as a country.
Oh, my Lord.
Let's see. All right, next, moving on. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Now,
here
is a question. Did we see aliens yesterday? How did you lose it?
I don't know, but
refresh.
I found it.
Hit refresh.
I found it.
I don't think that's the same one.
Yeah, that's the same one. Ain't it? Look what you did. That's your fault.
Just hold on.
I had it.
Hold on. There, UFO during eclipse.
Whoa.
No. UFO during eclipse. You had it the first time. You put too much in your searches. You just got to go boom, boom, boom.
There we go.
All right. Did a UFO sighting actually occur during the eclipse? Some people seem to think so. This was caught in, I don't know where this is.
Vandergrift.
But watch here. It seems that something passes through, which I will admit looks like a plane at first. But then it doesn't, go out of the clouds. So let's play it real quick. If this is the right one, watch this be some kind of
No, this is it.
All right, play it.
Back up.
Right there. Now that looked like a plane. Okay, it looked like a plane. All right, so let's back it up just a little bit. Okay, that looks like that definitely looks like a plane. Okay, but the weird part is it comes back and then it doesn't break out of the cloud. So play it again.
What's that? What is that?
So where now watch.
Oh, there it is.
Okay, now here comes another one. Now,
See, it's like right.
So
right
that
here.
looks like a plane, but no, quit backing it up. Just go forward. Keep going. No, just go slow. Go slow. Not that slow. All right. All right. You see it right there. Now wait till it gets to the end of the cloud. Keep going. Keep going. Go. No. Go. You got it right. Where is it?
It's gone.
Where is it? That's the part that was weird for me. Okay. Where is it? If that was a plane, where is it? All right. So go back. Keep going. Okay. There it is right there. Do you guys see this? Like,
is right
comment
here.
below what you guys think this is, because this is, again, it looks like a plane. But then this is the weird part that I can't explain is you follow it right there
Right
through the
there,
clouds.
right
It's going to
there.
break through the clouds
You can
right
see it
there.
right there. And
Now,
then
you see it even
you see
right
right
there.
there.
But
Then
then
gone.
where is it?
It hung a right. That's all I can say.
Well, but a normal plane ain't hanging a hard right
It hung
like
a
that.
hard right, went straight back to Uranus.
And so just keep going all the way through. Just
It's gone.
like where'd it go?
Like it's gone.
I'm trying.
It's
I'm
gone.
trying to see what people are saying. It's a distraction. I'm not saying it's not a distraction.
It's just
I'm
something.
just asking.
Hey, whatever.
As Ben Shapiro hates people to say, I'm just asking questions. All right. I'm just saying that's a little weird. That's all I'm putting out there. It's just, I don't know. That's interesting to me. I found that to be interesting. Anyway, let me know. What do you think? You think it's an alien? You think it's Joe Biden's getaway plane for when they finally convict him of something? I don't know. Let's let me know. All right, next.
Oh, so we did have one crazy.
We
thing
did have
happen.
one crazy thing. I
happen.
was hoping for zombies. I
Yeah.
did not get. I was not
No.
fortunate
Let's
enough
see, you were hoping
to
for
have
zombies.
The Walking Dead happen
Alyssa
in
wanted
real
animals.
life. I was not happy. But a crazed woman claims that she heard Jesus tell her to go on the Florida interstate and start shooting people. Shoot random drivers at that. Not even people
just
she
random
knew.
people.
So a crazed woman opened fire on Florida interstate, shooting 2 drivers because God told her to do so via the solar eclipse, she said, according to police. Taylor Nichelle Celestine, 22 years old, left her Holmes County motel.
Well,
She lived in the motel.
Well, that's what a motel's for.
It says she left her Holmes County motel Monday and told motel staffers that she was directed by God to go on a shooting spree in relation to the total solar eclipse, even though the Sunshine State was not anywhere near the path of the astronomical phenomenon. Celestine, driving a purple Dodge Challenger with Georgia plates, got onto Interstate 10 at the 112-mile marker and began firing at other vehicles within 5 miles of getting on the highway in Washington. Well, there she stands.
There you go.
And so this woman, God told her to shoot people on the interstate. Did anybody die? Before we make too much of a joke about this, I don't want to.
Male driver was grazed by a bullet.
Arm struck.
Shattered his window.
All right, so it looks like she didn't kill anybody. Thank God. Pulled over the shoulder, blah, blah, blah. The reckless shooter, reportedly armed with both an assault rifle and handgun, kept driving west on I-10, fired a second highway patrol. Driver was shot in the neck. And hospital, the agency said the officer allegedly recovered an AR-15. All right, so we don't have an update on that person. So, our prayers are there. Jesus, we pray right now that person is okay and your miracles can heal at all times.
Absolutely.
Mental health is an issue in our world, people, and it's not a white thing. It's not a black thing. It's not a male thing or a female thing. It's everywhere. It's not the gun's fault. It's crazy people's faults. All right, but not to be outdone by the crazy woman that heard Jesus tell her to kill people during the solar eclipse, of which she was not in the path of. The View decided to give their expert opinion as to what is causing these eclipses and these earthquakes.
Oh, my God.
Oh, play it. You can't make this up.
You can't.
Those things together would maybe lead one to believe that, either climate change exists
That's more
or
the point.
something is really
Except
going
Earth is
on.
returning. Earthquakes are not at the mercy of climate change. It's underground. I don't think that's...
It happens,
How about the warming of the
and
planet?
the eclipse, they've known about the eclipse coming because eclipses happen, and they actually can say when these things are going to happen.
Those things together.
So she was saying like the cicadas, the solar eclipse, the earthquakes, all climate change.
All climate change.
And even Whoopi was like,
yeah.
and when Whoopi looks at you like that,
Sonny Houston, man, she is quickly becoming the dumbest person on that show, and that's an award, okay?
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
Yep, exactly. and when you're the dumbest person on The View,
oh, buddy,
you need your own holiday. You need
for real.
you need something, man.
Severe counseling.
It's these people are crazy. How do they get shows? All right, moving on. What else we got here? Go to the meat thing, and then next. I want to get to Backyard Butchers, so go to the go to the meat prices here. All right,
there you go.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, before we get into our next sponsor, we want to show you why it's important that you partner with these folks. Okay, this is a video from Publix. Okay, and before we even play the video, you can see that this is New York strip steak. It looks like two of them. $97.
And New York strip is not even a
cents. Ladies and gentlemen, it is only going to get worse. I just lowered my chair. Did you see that?
Oh, God, don't knock it over.
Anyway, right here, before we even play this, $97.98. Two New York strip steaks. Play it. Two. 89, 81.
God.
75. There's a 45. One steak. All right. And that brings us why you need to check out our sponsor, Backyard Butchers. All right, ladies and gentlemen, did you know that the majority of the grocery store's meat aisle was imported? So literally, they're importing this meat, and then they're charging you $100 for it. BackyardButchers.com is delivering American-raised and harvested meat from right here in America's backyards to your dinner table. Stop eating China meat and stop paying $100 for two New York strips. Cut out the frustration from the meat aisle and go to BackyardButchers.com and save an extra 20% off your entire order by using the code Graham. And when you subscribe, you get an additional 10% off plus free shipping. All you got to do is go to BackyardButchers.com/Graham. Promo code Graham will get you 20% off your entire order. And if you subscribe, you get 10% off plus free shipping. That's BackyardButchers.com right now.
That's pure insanity
All right,
there, dude.
let's see. Bring me back to where we are. I got out of place here. All right, White House responds after Pope Francis condemns gender theory, affirms Biden's support for trans community. So the White House has a problem with the Pope saying gender theory. Yeah, no, that's a no-go, and I'm no fan of the Pope.
Yeah, but
by any means.
Here's my question, though. If the White House is responding, arguing, and Biden affirms his... I thought Biden was Catholic.
Well,
Biden's Catholic, right?
He claims to be Catholic. Biden is not a Catholic. Biden,
Well, I mean, I know.
But Joe Biden is not a Christian.
Yeah, I agree.
The end. Biden, if you think Biden is a Catholic and or a Christian, comment yes or no
obviously he's
in
not.
the chat. Comment yes or no in the chat. I want to know where you stand right now. Blow the chat up. Let's figure it out. Biden's not a Christian.
No way.
Like the end.
Well, you can't be in like...
He's not. We got to get into super questions real quick. That's it. Like, I mean, the White House, of course, has to like fire back at the Pope because God forbid. All right, we're going to answer super questions. If we don't get to it, we'll get to it at the end of the show because we got a lot of things to talk about. All right, you need to hit that like button. You need to hit that share button. You need to hit that follow button right now. Let's put it on the two of us, Todd, and then let's get into super questions.
Thank you for telling me that. Such a good host. All right, here we go. So from Stars and Stripes 93. Good morning, Patriots.
Good morning.
Trolls. Thank you for spreading the current news that affects all of us. I'm hoping you will talk about the Death to America chant that was trending on Twitter yesterday.
It's up next. We absolutely are.
Coming up, bro. Miss Lovegood, you gentlemen are the best. Truly, the way you handled this Daily Wire issue is far the most down-to-earth kind of way I've seen online. Thank you all from the bottom of my heart. God bless you.
Thank you. I
awesome.
appreciate that very much.
That's awesome. That's very cool. The Wolf 092. Morning, Graham and Texas Todd. I'm retiring the Todd Hub. Thank you, Wolf. Thank you.
Texas Todd.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Old TT.
Old TT.
Old TT.
I saw a pretty stripped down. He said, all I saw was a pretty stripped down Mitsubishi Eclipse in South Phoenix yesterday. That's the best I can do for you. That's pretty good.
All right.
Navy Army vet. Good morning, brothers in arms and brothers in Christ. It was so nice meeting you guys Sunday after, I'm assuming you say driving 5 hours. It says drinking for 5 hours, but I'm sure you meant driving.
Driving
I'm from North
positive.
Carolina. You guys are so personable, and I'm out of space, so I will continue on the next rant.
Hey, thank you so much for that. One, thank you for driving 5 hours to come hang out. It's not lost on me, and it's still, I've been doing this for 10 years now, and it's still, when I hear things like that, I'm just like, wow.
Yeah,
okay, thank you very much.
So this is the continuation from Navy Army vet.
All right.
I was geeking out so hard after Todd hugged my neck that I forgot to tell you that I joined Patriot Mobile, and I love the I identify as a Patriot sticker, and I put that on the back of my van. Y'all rock.
PatriotMobile.com/Graham. Go do it. All right.
Little Mama Lee, we have a service animal for our son who is 11-year-old cancer survival. His oncologist wrote him a certified hospital letterhead letter. There's a legal way and a non-legal way for service animals.
Yeah, I know. One, I'm thankful that your son has a service animal. That's why I said we're not talking about service animals.
Yeah, no.
Obviously,
not
I
at all.
understand that service animals, absolutely 100%. But your little chihuahua in your yoga pants
little basket
is not a service animal.
Nuh-uh.
So that's what we're talking about.
Your
All
little legally blind dog. Angela Durham, 67. I'm glad you guys made it safely to Texas. I missed you in Elkins because of flooding. Just wanted to say, glad you're back.
Thank you. Yeah, we're glad to be back. It is good to be back for sure.
From Pastor Scott, 1. As my newborn son lays on my chest sleeping, I couldn't imagine, and I don't understand how people will ever want to abort one of God's greatest gifts of life.
It's a mystery to us as well. We will never understand it. All right, let's move on because we got a lot of stuff to talk about. We got 2 more sponsors today, and we got a lot of show left. It's going to be a long episode.
Yeah, it is.
All right, so let's go here. All right,
Here we go.
So here we go. So this was a video, and you know, let's just play the video first, okay, and then let's react in real time here. So, Death to America, play it.
Malcolm X said, and I
Malcolm
quote,
X.
"We live in one of the rottenest countries that has ever existed on this earth. It's not Genocide Joe that has to go. It's the entire system that has to go. Any system that would allow such atrocities and such devilry to happen and would support it, such a system does not deserve to exist on God's earth." And so when these fools ask us if Israel has the right to exist, the chant "Death to Israel" has become the most logical chant shouted across the world today.
Imam Khomeini recognized that Israel is an evil settler colonialist project. He realized it is a cancer, and he established this.
Can I just say this? Does any part of this look like America in any way?
The only thing is the Ford truck back
This is
there.
supposed to be America. Like at this point, we are slowly becoming no different than Iraq, Afghanistan.
Yep.
We've got all these terrorist groups and terrorist cells. I'll tell you this, you ungrateful, sorry, degenerate pieces of human insurgent garbage. Go back to your third world country with your goats and all this other kind of stuff and get out of America because we do not need you. You need Jesus, not Muhammad, okay?
Now,
get out of here. We don't need you in this country. Death to America. Death to whatever death cult that you have right there. We are done with you. We are through with you. Joe Biden, we just had an eclipse that only happens every 20 years. And you will do nothing to fix this influx of people coming into our country. We'll see another eclipse before the left does anything to fix this issue that's happening in our country right now. Forget you, people. I'm done with you. I got no love for you. Jesus loves you, but I'm going to need a little bit of time. I'm over it. Get out.
And two things. Number one, as far as the Israel colony, whatever, Israel was there long before Palestine was. It was the Romans that named Israel Palestinia after they destroyed Jerusalem. And number two, as far as the death to America chant, bruh, you can come to Texas and get all you want.
Yep, I agree. All right, moving on. Death to America.
I got you, bro.
You can't see us.
Yeah.
Come on.
Come get all you want.
Whew.
You've tried it once
All
and
right.
failed.
Yeah, that's just the thing on it here. All right, here we go. This is very interesting. Joe Rogan made a comment the other day. Joe Rogan reveals when he thinks the Democratic Party will kick Biden to the curb. Very interesting. I want to see this here. Do we actually have a video or just a quote?
It's just a quote.
All right. So Rogan went back and forth on the podcast initially with what he thinks the Democrat Party's plan for Biden, stating the idea they're going to keep running him is just bananas. You're going to keep him in there. I can't believe that's real. But as time goes on, I'm starting to think they might actually keep him running. Schultz noted Democrats have few viable options to replace him with. I don't know why that they would switch him out, but they're not in a position they can switch him for anybody who steps in. And then Rogan says he would have to kick the bucket. Schultz suggested the Democrats could or would put California Governor Gavin Newsom in his place, asking Rogan if he thinks that is the scenario Democrats are secretly hoping for. Rogan had previously predicted Democrats are setting up Newsom for 2024. This is probably the thing right here. May, I think, got until May, Rogan said, shocking his guest. I feel like right around May, they're going to pull him, and Newsom comes in. Rogan said, I think he just has health problems, and then the country understands, and Newsom is going to have this support fully, and Kamala is going to be like, oh, I don't even want to be president. I'm cool with being vice president. So Newsom runs with Kamala? Yeah, I think so, Rogan says. I don't think they can pull Kamala, suggesting she is not a liability for now as long as they can keep her mouth shut. Do you agree with Joe Rogan? Do you think that around May, that's literally next month, around May, Joe Biden's health is going to become a thing? He's going to come out, and then that puts Gavin Newsom into the spot. I'm curious your thoughts. Do you agree with that? Do you think that Gavin Newsom is going to be the one? I still do not believe that Joe Biden's going to be on the ticket in November. I just don't. Until, and I will be that way until it gets November. Like until November is here, I do not believe Joe Biden is going to be on the ticket. And so comment in the chat. Let us know what you think about this, because I'm very curious. I don't know. I don't see it. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, this bird flu thing, we got to talk about this. And this is the moment where you need to really hit the share button and you need to really hit the like button, because I need you to hear me. I need you to hear me well. It's starting to happen again right in front of our eyes. And the fact that no one is talking about it in the sense of saying absolutely not is very concerning to me.
Yeah.
Okay. It's very concerning to me. So, you guys have been hearing this stuff about the avian flu, bird flu, H5N1 is what it is.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
H5N1, is that what they call it?
Yeah. And so, so the bird flu's been around for a long time. Okay.
Yeah.
But here recently, and the bird flu affects, chickens, poultry, like
Silkies.
but yeah, birds and things like that. But a big thing that has reportedly happened is now, for the first time ever, it has been found in cattle. And it started in Texas, and now I'm hearing reports of they're detecting it in cattle across the country now. And the big thing is, for the first time ever, we have birds that infected cattle, and then the cattle infected a person.
So that's when they start getting nervous, when it goes cross species or whatever.
Well, it used to be, as it stands right now, a human can't infect another human right now. It has to be direct contact with, it used to be a bird.
Right. But
And
now it's a cow.
It's the cattle that's being infected, apparently. And so now they're talking about all of these things, right? But what's starting to become serious is now the CDC is sending new health alerts over bird flu in the U.S. The CDC delivered a fresh alert on avian influenza after a Texas farm worker became sickened with H5N1. The U.S. Center for Disease and Control's Prevention sent an alert on April 5th to state health departments and providers after a human bird flu infection in Texas dairy farm worker was confirmed earlier this month. In a Health Alert Network advisory, the federal agency said that healthcare providers should be aware of its updated recommendations on instructions for infection prevention and control measures using personal protective equipment, testing, antiviral treatments, patient investigations, monitoring of exposed persons, such as individuals who have been exposed to sick or dead wild and domesticated animals and livestock with suspected or confirmed infection. They also have now implemented social distancing.
I'm sorry.
Social distancing for those that are infected.
I'm sorry. Okay. The only question I have in that whole paragraph you just read, how in God's name are you supposed to know if a domesticated or a piece of livestock is suspected of having bird flu? Well, it's not like they can tell you.
They're testing all of them right now. Go to the next article. What's the next one we got?
The vaccine.
Okay. All right. So here, go ahead and play this. Apparently now they're working on a bird flu vaccine. Okay. Why would they have started working on that?
Here it comes.
Why would they have started working on a bird flu vaccine if they didn't know a bird flu outbreak was going to? Now, let's talk about the realities of this. If it is legit bird flu, okay, people and animals infected with bird flu have a 52% chance of survival. It is a real deal. It's the real deal Holyfield type thing.
Okay, so this ain't some kind of crazy.
No.
This is like this can legit kill you.
Bird flu is legitimate. Like I mean, it's for real. Okay, like
so, and then somebody like you with already compromised.
Oh, I'm dead. If I get the bird flu, I'm dead. Like 100%. But here's the thing: you have to ask yourselves the questions: How are things that have never happened happening all of a sudden?
It's because they're doing a lot of
testing. There's never been bird transmittance to cattle, transmittance to humans, and it's always been people with direct contact. So the reason the bird flu was such a big deal back in like the early 1900s was because everybody worked with, chickens and all kinds of stuff. I mean, it was taking out everybody. Right?
Yeah.
So what's the real reason behind this? Do I actually think that people are going to die? No, I do not. And here's why. One, this is a great opportunity to cash in on money. So let's go ahead and play this clip right here. This is great time to make money. Watch this. You need to share this.
And available treatment or control measures. WHO recommends countries strengthen surveillance in settings where humans and farmed or wild animals interact. WHO is also continuing to engage with manufacturers to make sure that, if needed, supplies of vaccines and antivirals would be available for global use.
All right. Okay, so they're working on vaccines for global use, but here's what they're really doing. This is where you need to hit the share button. Here's the big plan. What do chickens and cows make up? Milk, eggs, chicken,
everything,
steak, hamburger meat, all the above, right?
Everything.
Our main components of protein eliminated. They already shut down the largest egg manufacturer in the entire country in Texas. They already shut it down. It is shut down. It's shut down. Okay, so you're not going to feel it yet, but you will hear very soon. They're attacking, trying to go after people didn't work. So now you got to attack the food supply. Remember, you are 9 meals away from total and complete anarchy and chaos. You miss 9 meals, your kids miss 9 meals and are starving, you will do anything. You will become an animal yourself. We are 9 meals away. That is the plan. It's not going to be the people getting sick or the people dying. It's going to be that they're shutting down our own independent ability to have our own food supply and then become more reliant on imported meat, all this other kind of stuff. That's the plan.
Well, you got the guy from the World Health.
Comment below. Let me know what you think. Do you agree? Do you disagree? What do you think?
How is the import going? And oh God, man, we're fixing to get down a rabbit hole. How is the importing meat going to work? The guy from the World Health just said anywhere that has livestock, wild animals.
China or somebody's going to figure it out because they're like a 95% vaccinated rate. Or they're going to start vaccinating the cattle and the chickens and all this other kind of stuff.
The bottom line is this. Every single time man tries to play God, this kind of crap happens.
Can you do me a favor? You want to go, and this just hit me.
All right.
You want to go real down the rabbit hole?
Where am I going?
Type in Chick-fil-A new chicken.
Oh, yeah.
Remember just the other day, Chick-fil-A made this announcement that they were going to change the chicken. Chick-fil-A will shift from no antibiotics ever to no antibiotics important to human medicine starting spring of 2024. Wow, I just thought of that right here on the show.
I saw that.
Why would Chick-fil-A, right before all this bird flu stuff comes out, why would Chick-fil-A say something like that? Could it be because we've got a bird flu thing on the horizon and they're fixing to start injecting all of the meat? Could that be? If I just blew your mind right there, like I just blew my own mind,
yeah.
Comment down below and let me know what you think. You got to remember, the people running Chick-fil-A is not the original owner anymore.
That's correct.
The God-loving, God-fearing man that founded Chick-fil-A ain't in charge no more.
Mm-hmm.
That's weird. That's creepy right there.
I give us 5 years.
It's almost like the people that make their whole living on real chickens, not McDonald's, because that's fake chickens, right? It's almost like they knew something before we knew something. That's weird. Like, anyway. All right, real quick. This is why, ladies and gentlemen, this is why we keep telling you, you need to protect your money. You need to protect your money. You need to protect it right now. Ladies and gentlemen, please, I implore you, text the word Graham to 989898 right now so my friends at Birch Gold can help you figure out how to protect your money in this world that is turning upside down. Okay, what are they going to do when you text them? They're going to call you to get your information so they can send you a free 25-page information kit. I'm working with Birch Gold right now. If we can flood their servers, I'm working with them to get you a free piece of silver, put some money together for some of you to be able to, meet the initial entrance things and stuff like this, to be able to hedge your money, your savings, your IRA. I heard, people from January, there's so many people that have converted their savings into this to protect against the economy. Ladies and gentlemen, the bird flu's coming. That is a play. That will happen. And your money's only going to be worth less and less and less. Ladies and gentlemen, I implore you, please, free information is vital information. Please text the word Graham. You can do it right now while watching this show. Text the word Graham to 989898 right now. All right, let's keep going. What else we got here?
That's where we get
lost my place.
We fixing to start getting heavy now.
All right. Here we go. So now is the part of the show where we got to talk about abortion. All right. It is And this is going to be a discussion. You're going to need to hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that follow button, and comment your thoughts on this. I want to preface everything before we play anything. Trump's thoughts and all this other kind of stuff. I want it to be known as a Christian first. I am a 100% no. Life begins at conception, the end. I am a pro-life absolutist when it comes to babies. Don't give me that crap of, oh, well, Graham, you can't be pro-life and pro-death penalty. Yes, you can. Because
Baby
guess
didn't do
what?
nothing wrong.
They lived their life and they made their choices.
Mm-hmm.
Pro-life, but I'm also pro-consequence.
Fact.
Which ironically parallels with being pro-life. A pro-consequence to you doing what needs to be done for a child to be made would be a baby. I am pro-life 100%. Comment below in the chat, comment in the live chat, let me know where you stand on this. And I'm stating that 100% right now. And I'm also a one-issue voter on this. And I'm going to say all this stuff. Full transparency. I haven't listened to Trump's statement yet, and we're going to play some of it, okay? Even though I know that I'm not going to agree 100%, and I believe the statement, like if you had to, summarize it, is basically, the states need to make the decision on this, right? Okay, got it. And I understand in the political world that getting a federal abortion ban total, never going to happen ever.
No.
The odds of that are not good. But as a Christian, I will continue to pray for that day. Because that's what I believe, and that's what I believe to happen. But I will say this, even though I'm probably not going to agree 100% with what President Trump says, because he's trying to find because it's also not unknown we lost a lot of elections because of Roe v. Wade being overturned.
Correct.
Okay, but I will say this is why I still believe Trump is the guy, okay? Because if it wasn't for Donald Trump, then we wouldn't have gotten the Supreme Court justices
to flip it
and overturn Roe v. Wade, to send it back to the states, okay? Remove it as a federal right, and it's in the states' power here, okay? So before we go through all this stuff, I want you guys to know where I stand, because I'm not afraid to disagree with President Trump, but I also understand, okay, I got it. I hear what you're saying. You got to, all right, you got to get in the office, all right? Because if we didn't have Trump in the office last time, Roe v. Wade would still be here.
Yep.
Okay, so... But as for me, I will continue to pray for the day when there is a complete and total federal abortion ban.
Okay, question.
Okay.
I want to say that I'm a 100% complete and total, but I'm not gonna lie. Because I'm undecided on a couple things. Number one, when it comes to a kid being molested by like a family member or something like that. And number two, I'm on the fence with like if your wife is pregnant and then you have that moment to where the doctor comes in and is like, look, Mr. Spears, complications are happening. You have a choice. It's either the kid or your wife. Fortunately for me, I've never been in that position, but I'll be honest with all of y'all. That's where I have a question mark.
But that's also a life or death situation.
Yeah, but that's where I have the question mark.
But that's the most extreme of circumstance in that point. Also, I don't believe it's your decision. I believe it's the mom's decision. But if the mom is incapacitated, you need to already have this conversation with your wife.
Correct.
And so again, you cannot make decisions based off the most extreme 0.0000001%.
Oh yeah, I agree with you there.
Things that 99.9999999% of abortions are selfish people who made selfish decisions that don't want to have to deal with the consequences of those decisions.
Yeah,
and as an adoptive family, okay, you can literally get paid to have the kid and you never have to see the kid again. So stop it. Stop it.
Or you can do what you told us to do during COVID and don't do it. Trust the science and wear protection and never have to worry about it. Like, that's the part that kills me.
Yeah, but
you'll take a vaccine telling me to trust the science, but you won't wear protection.
I'm just saying, before we play all this stuff, it's very important to me to go on the record live in front of all of you so you guys know where I stand on this, because it's very important.
100%.
It's very important to me because I have a daughter now, Ashley Marie. She turns 1 in 10 days.
Yeah.
10 days. If her biological mother had not chosen her life, she would not be in our lives. And that is incomprehensible for me. And so the answer is no. I did. Oh, what if your daughter is raped? It would be traumatic and it would be horrible, but we would get through it together. And I'm not saying that I would demand that my daughter keep the baby and raise the baby. No, I'm saying, hey, we would get through that traumatic event together, and it would be hard. But 2 wrongs do not make a right. The end.
Yep.
So you can come at me with all that stuff all you want to. My answer's still going to be the same. The end. The end. All right, let's get into this stuff here. All right, this is, of course, Whoopi Goldberg, a lesbian woman who contributes 0
to society,
to the population growth.
Period.
With her thoughts on abortion, let's just play it.
No one is obligated to have an abortion. So you never have to have one. And I hope no one ever has to have one. But if you find yourself in a position where you have to, I want to make sure, and I'm way past having kids. I want to make sure, yes, way past. I want to make sure that if you decide this is what you need to do, I'm going to get behind you because I don't know your life. And if you say this is what you need, that's what I'm going to do. 50 weeks, 75,000 weeks, whatever, how many weeks, it's nobody's business. It's you, your doctor, and God. That's who you have to be.
What do you think God's going to tell you to do?
And she goes on to say that there is nowhere.
Well, we're going to play that, but just real quick before she continues to just speak this madness.
Ooh, I know.
What is it, Jeremiah 1:5?
Oh, it goes further. I knew you.
I knew you when I
formed you in the womb. Yep.
And then I consecrated you and set you and appointed you to be a prophet to the nations. Right? What do you think God's going to say? What really? So God made you in your mother's womb. Oh, but never mind. That's a throwaway.
Yep.
Don't worry about that one. Don't use God for evil. Don't for this demonicness that's coming out of your mouth right now. Do not do it. All right, play it.
Conversational tip, and it's not mentioned in the Big Ten. I'm just going to say,
no.
In the Big Ten,
Pause.
It is not mentioned.
It literally says, "Thou shalt not kill." What are you talking about? I'm pretty sure. Help me.
All right, I'm gonna help you. No, and I understand. No, I don't. I understand what she's attempting to say in her complete and total ignorance here. But in the law of Moses talks about this in Exodus. I think it's Exodus 21, I think. He says that if 2 men get into a fight and one man hits a pregnant woman, okay, that causes, if no damage is done, then no problems. Talking about the child.
Yeah.
But if the child is hurt, then the father has to decide what the person has to pay. But if the child is killed, if the fetus is killed, life for a life. So don't bring me that.
But
don't bring me that.
Again,
I'm sorry.
All right, continue. Just let's get to it.
Because I figured God was pretty clear. Here's the stuff that'll make your life better on earth. Here's the thing. Don't lie, because you don't want people lying to you. Don't mess with somebody's wife, because you're going to be mad if they're messing with yours. Just, common sense stuff.
Don't kill.
Don't kill.
They believe that.
Yes, well, here's the thing. I think thou shalt not kill cannot be used as the block, because we allow wars all the time.
Yes, we do.
The Crusades
We allow the death
were
penalty.
about all these things.
We allow guns.
Yes, so there is some
It's
conversation
talking about
to be had
innocent
here. So you can either thou shalt not kill for everybody.
Yes.
And everything.
And everything. Or we have to talk about all the things that you and I need to do. And I have to, I need to
This
give
is so theologically,
Oh my God.
it's beyond ignorance.
Oh man.
It's downright, it's borderline handicapped in how this is looking. This is a prime example of false teachings, false prophet. I mean, and they're not even that. They're just
this
idiots
horrible.
spreading. This is, it is, look, it is not hard to read the Bible and know what was meant in the 10 Commandments. Thou shalt not kill.
If what she's saying has any accuracy whatsoever, then one of the most known stories in the Bible was a sin, and that's David and Goliath.
You know what's so funny is it's almost like how the Second Amendment, shall not be infringed.
Yeah, right.
When they wrote it, they thought, surely we shouldn't have to write anything else about this.
Yeah.
Like, surely people will understand.
Yeah.
I mean, same thing with the 10 Commandments. Like, thou shalt not kill. Obviously, we're not talking about in times of war, especially righteous wars, in times of self-defense. In fact, the Bible literally talks about it. Okay? It's talking about in cold blood, in innocence. It's common sense, people.
Cain, Abel, not David, Goliath. Two different kills. Two different kills.
Two stories of two men enter, one man leave. All right? One was bad, one was justified. Dude,
man,
help me.
I can't.
Help me. Just help me. All right, let's move on.
I can't.
All right, this is Joe Biden. This is old Joe Biden. Said that he does not view abortion as a right. Let's watch this. This is before the dementia took over. Hit it.
I do not view abortion as a choice and a right. I think it's always a tragedy, and I think that it should be rare and safe. And I think we should be focusing on how to limit the number of abortions, and they ought to be able to have a common ground and consensus as to do that. I think the vast majority of the American people think that can be done, but unfortunately, we're put in a position you either eliminate abortions under all circumstances, or it's quote abortion on demand. The fact of the matter is, I've never known of a woman having an abortion and say, by the way, I feel like having an abortion. It's always a tragic decision made, always a difficult decision.
Pause.
That was like back when, that gives me
No. That's a Republican today.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
a Republican today. So the question you have to ask yourself is, what happened to Joe Biden?
The devil took over.
The devil.
Period. The devil took over.
The devil and Alzheimer's. That's it. Geriatrics. That's what happened. The devil and geriatrics. That would be a extreme MAGA white Christian nationalist right there.
Oh, you ain't lying, Cole.
That's what that would be, that clip. And that, again, that shows you how mentally degraded our president is right now. That shows you. It shows you across the board. All right. Let's get into our sponsor, Covenant Eyes, really quick. Ladies and gentlemen, I've had so many people write me about Covenant Eyes. Porn is an addiction, and I want you guys to know that come in on me, big on mine really quick. You're going to have to zoom in, but Covenant Eyes app.
I can't.
And no, I'm telling them. But I'm showing you my phone here. Covenant Eyes app and the Victory app right here on my own phone. Why? Because I don't want to fall victim to things that I don't want to fall victim to. Porn is listed in over 54% of divorce cases. Habitual porn use, porn addiction. Porn is an addiction you don't know you have till you have it. If you got kids, you better have this app. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you as a parent, you have an obligation to put this on here. It works real simple. You download it. It runs a VPN. Todd runs a VPN on all your devices to block you from being able to get to pornography. Okay, ding, 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 ding. Your children, oh, it's just part of being a kid. They're starting to like girls, and no, shut your mouth. You as a parent have to protect them. And then you assign an accountability partner. Mine is my wife. If I am traveling alone and I get tempted and a thought creeps in there, well, maybe just this one time I'll look at it. Guess who gets an alert if I do? Alyssa. And nothing cold turkeys you more from a temptation than your wife finding out about it if you do it. Same thing for your kids. Nothing cold turkeys you faster than mama finding out that you're trying to look up porn websites. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, you owe this to yourself, your family, your marriage, your children. Break the addiction that is porn. Go to covenanteyes.com/Graham today. That's covenanteyes.com/Graham today. All right, let's get into Trump stuff here. All right, that's Biden. All right, here we go. Now, this is long, so we're not going to play all of it, but we're going to play a little bit of it because it leads us into the Lindsey Graham stuff. So here we go.
Under my leadership, the Republican Party will always support the creation of strong, thriving, and healthy American families. We want to make it easier for mothers and families to have babies, not harder. That includes supporting the availability of fertility treatments like IVF in every state in America. Like the overwhelming majority of Americans, including the vast majority of Republicans, conservatives, Christians, and pro-life Americans, I strongly support the availability of IVF for couples who are trying to have a precious baby. What could be more beautiful or better than that? Today, I'm pleased that the Alabama legislature has acted very quickly and passed legislation that preserves the availability of IVF in Alabama. They really did a great and fast job. The Republican Party should always be on the side of the miracle of life and the side of mothers, father, their beautiful babies, and that's what we are. IVF is an important part of that, and our great Republican Party will always be with you in your quest for the ultimate joy in life. Many people have asked me what my position is on abortion and abortion rights, especially since I was proudly the person responsible for the ending of something that all legal scholars, both sides, wanted and, in fact, demanded be ended. Roe v. Wade. They wanted it ended. It must be remembered that the Democrats are the radical ones on this position because they support abortion up to and even beyond the 9th month. The concept of having an abortion in the later months and even execution after birth, and that's exactly what it is. The baby is born, the baby is executed after birth, is unacceptable, and almost everyone agrees with that. My view is now that we have abortion where everybody wanted it from a legal standpoint, the states will determine by vote or legislation or perhaps both, and whatever they decide must be the law of the land. In this case, the law of the state.
All right, pause. All right, so that's the main gist. And from a political standpoint, Charlie Kirk says it best. I think we have Charlie's tweet on here. All right, masterful statement by Trump on abortion. I don't disagree with that, okay? Mm-hmm. Pro-life leaders I've spoken to are very happy. I don't see how you can't be happy with the statement. He does a very good job of stating his stance without stating his stance at the same time, okay? Trump is clear on the moral position of abortion, reiterated he is glad Roe was repealed, and then sends it back to the states for this battle to be waged. Major credit to President Trump for resisting forces who waged an aggressive lobbying effort for him to declare an arbitrary weak deadline. He trusted his instincts and allowed the pro-life movement a huge opportunity to continue this human rights issue in the states. He's 100% right. If we don't win elections, we get zero of what we want. Without political power, Democrats will make abortion the law of the land. That is true.
Yeah,
okay?
they will overturn.
That is true.
They will bring it back.
And I think that brings us, I don't need Mike Pence, bring us to Lindsey Graham here. Where are we at? Okay, so that brings us to Lindsey Graham. So I guess Lindsey Graham made a statement basically saying like, boom, federal abortion ban at day one.
Day one.
Kind of thing
Conception.
or whatever. Which again, I need you guys to hear me, as I stated before. As a Christian, that is what I'm praying for. However, statements like that is intentional sabotage of elections. The path to victory is to keep it in the states' rights for the state Supreme Courts to decide upon, and then let the people win the elections to transform their own state government to outlaw it in their own states.
Correct.
That's the path to victory, and that is the actual war plan that needs to be followed. When you have idiots like warmongering neocon Lindsey Graham, who is the worst human being on the planet. Okay, I lived in South Carolina for a long time. Okay, ran for Congress in South Carolina. Lindsey Graham only does what the sway of the political wind wants him to do. So somebody wants him to try to sabotage Republican elections. That's why Lindsey Graham comes out and says things like that. But then Trump comes out and makes a statement about Lindsey Graham, which is a big deal because, to be blunt, President Trump's been shoved up Lindsey Graham's butt for a long time. Okay? And before I read the truth, go ahead and go to the Truth Social thing here. Before I read this, I'm going to let you guys in on a little insider baseball. When I ran for Congress, I had a final meeting with President Trump in his office at Mar-a-Lago. And this was the meeting that was going to decide if I was going to get the endorsement or if, at the time, State Rep Russell Fry was going to get the endorsement. And I won't say everything that was talked about during that meeting. Some of it's meant to be said, some of it's not. But I'll never forget when President Trump asked me, he said, so South Carolina, he's like, oh, that's Lindsey's state. What do you think about Lindsey Graham? And I told him straight up, I said it just like this. I said, Mr. President, with all due respect, I know that you like Lindsey Graham. Every single person in the state of South Carolina hates him because he is a piece of garbage human being rhino that the only reason he gets elected is because he's the only Republican on the ballot, and South Carolina is so red they're not going to vote Democrat. He's a backstabber. He's no good for you, and you need to remove him from your inner circle. Now, I'm very much aware that probably cost me the endorsement to run for Congress at the time. Because like I said, Lindsey Graham has been attached to Trump at the hip for a long time. But Lindsey Graham, every time I say these things, Trump has people around him that are sabotaging him. Trump has people around him that are giving him bad advice. Lindsey Graham is one of those people. Lindsey Graham should have been put out to pasture a long time ago. So the fact that Donald Trump is speaking out against Lindsey Graham, hopefully this means that he is finally going to kick this guy to the curb and we can get him out of the Senate, because Lindsey Graham is one of the worst of the worst. Here we go. Donald Trump on True Social. Senator Lindsey Graham should spend more time focusing on all the many people being killed because of our now non-existent border and the millions of people dying in senseless, never-ending wars that he consistently favors and promotes, and should spend less time on taking away our great Roe v. Wade victory of sending a complicated and controversial issue back to the states where, according to highly respected legal scholars on both sides, it belongs. The Democrats are thrilled with Lindsey because they want this issue to simmer for as long as possible, or for as long a period of time as possible. They are destroying our country and they don't want to talk about inflation, a bad economy, the horrible open border, rigged elections, Afghanistan, Ukraine, Russia, or the attack on Israel, all of which would never have happened if I were president. Great job, Lindsey. And then he goes on to say, I blame myself for Lindsey Graham, because the only reason he won in the great state of South Carolina is because I endorsed him. Mr. President, James, Taylor, Miss Susie, any of you who are watching, Stephen, all of you guys, I told you. Remember when we had those meetings? Remember? I told you. Remember remember, I told you. Please keep the president on this path. You have to remove these people out of his corner that are sabotaging him at every corner. Stop making these bad endorsements. Stop it. I told you. I told all of you this. Maybe this is a change. Maybe this is a change for the right direction. That's it.
That's all we got.
That's all we got for this show, ladies and gentlemen. This is the point of the show where we tell you to make sure to hit that like button. If you've enjoyed this show, make sure to hit the like button. Make sure to hit that follow button. If you're new to the show, please go back and comment in the live, or not the live, in the actual comment section. We do try to go back and talk to you guys as much as possible. Make sure to share this far and wide. Also, we are going to be streaming church every Sunday, 10:30 a.m. Central Time. So make sure that you come back here to the show on Sundays, 10:30 a.m. Central Time. We're going to be streaming our church, the House Fort Worth, right here in Texas, 6800 Denton Highway, if you want to attend in person. But we need you guys to show up on Sunday, 10:30 a.m. Central Time. But let's finish this out with super questions. If you got any super questions or super statements, now's the time to get it in. Todd, let's do it.
Here we go. From Nucles McGroin. As a natural-born Texan, welcome to the promised land.
Thank you.
That
Thank you
goes
so
for
much.
VPN Hot Seat Todd bus as well. God almighty. Please, we have a Whataburger for me. Living in North Carolina, we get none. Florida had the only really bad eclipse event. Yeah, we did talk about that.
Yeah, Whataburger is good, but you have to know the secret. So, and I told Todd the secret. You can't just go to Whataburger and get like the one patty burger because it's too big. It's not enough meat to bread ratio. You got to at least get a double. On the Whataburger for it to take effect. Is it the greatest burger ever? I don't know. I know Texans, it's like Dollar Generals to us in Mississippi. I know. Whataburger's like a big deal. I mean,
huge deal.
It's good, but you got to at least get a double. All right, moving on.
All right. Hey, Graham, Google where Zakk Wylde was born. You should always know where the greatest guitarist of all time was born. And then he gave you one of these.
You gave me a what?
One of these.
Oh, okay.
I don't know where he was born.
Dude, you got to type in Zakk Wylde birthplace, bro. We got to work on your Google skills. Zakk Wylde birthplace. I actually don't know this.
Let's see. Birthplace.
New Jersey.
Bayonne.
Okay.
Cool.
There you go.
Nice.
Now that's ironic.
That's very ironic.
That's very good. Okay. All right.
Let's see. Nucles McGroin.
Who else? Isn't Bon Jovi? Isn't the whole Bon Jovi crew from Jersey? You're useless to me. I'm pretty sure they are. All right, continue.
Nucles McGroin. Dimebag Darrell was better than Zakk Wylde.
No, disagree 100%. I know Dimebag Darrell's dead. I mean, no disrespect to him or his family. It's not even close. Completely disagree. I am judge, jury, executioner here. Denied. No.
Denied.
No.
Navy Army vet. I didn't mean to dismiss that Alyssa and Graham hugged me as well. And all those three took the time to take pics with me and listen to me ramble. It was just nerves. Thanks for being so kind. I love you guys. Cool.
We were happy to be there. We were
absolutely
blessed by you being there.
For real. Sean CDL 1979. I was thinking of the Rock's reverse endorsement. Reminds me of an interview Michael Jordan said when asked to endorse a Democrat. He said no. When asked why, he replied, Republicans buy shoes too. I do remember that.
Yeah.
Todd Hub. Yeah. A lot of Todd Hubs today, I see. Okay.
It's never going away.
No, it's not. Dalton, 5734. Just wanted to give you two fellow Army vets a shout out. Great job and God bless. First Sergeant Robinson.
Thank you, First Sergeant. Appreciate it.
Awesome. Here we go. Amber Ellis. Texas looks good on you guys. Keep up the good Lord's work. I pray for the safety of you and your families every day since people don't like the truth and God's word being spread. Love you guys.
I think Texas looks good on us. I think there's certain places where it's just kind of who you are. Just kind of bleeds into who you are as a person.
Yeah.
In certain places, I think Texas, I think we'd fit in like Wyoming, Montana, like South Dakota. I think we'd fit in those places as well. But Texas, man, there is something about it here, I must say. A lot of people, that's for sure. But there is a what's it called? Aura here, like a
yeah.
There definitely is something here in Texas.
I will say this in the Fort Worth area. I'm not a fan of metropolitan area cities at all. You know that. Mm-hmm. I'm just not. I haven't met a jerk yet.
No.
Like that's weird.
Well, and it also people in Texas mind their own business.
Like
too.
I
it's
haven't
like the
met
Southern thing. Like just shut your mouth and mind your own business.
Like I literally I haven't. So we're good so far.
All right. Somebody just said, "Where's Whataburger in Florida?" There's one in Gulf Breeze, Pensacola area. Anyway, go ahead.
Bald Hawk 21 at Hot Seat Todd. A week from today, Dad heavenly healed and at peace with his Savior. Pray for comfort and strength for our family. Absolutely. Sorry you lost your father, man, but he's not feeling any more pain anymore.
Yeah, I promise you. At the end of the day, he doesn't want you to mourn him.
And he would not come back if he could.
He would not come back because he's in a better place. And I know that's very arbitrary, but try to take comfort in that. That he's not suffering anymore.
All right. So from the wreck rocket, because I'm not saying the middle part. Love seeing y'all in Elkins. Also, after a few awesome months off work, I'm about to start hitting some shutdowns again in Texas. So I might have to head out to y'all's church sometime.
Hey, come check it out.
Killing it.
The
Awesome.
House Fort Worth, 6800 Denton Highway in Watauga, Texas. Technically, there you go. Come see us in person.
So this is a big one from H Tibbles. $100.
Wow.
$100.
Round of applause for that. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you for spreading the truth of Jesus. He is the way, the truth, and the life.
Absolutely.
Heart in the past. You mentioned a website that holds us accountable from viewing porn. What is that website?
CovenantEyes.com. Like covenant, like you're entering into a covenant. CovenantEyes.com/Graham.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody asked, can't you just disable the app? Not without your accountability partner knowing you tried to disable the app. Absolutely. And also, if your kids have iPhones, you can say what they can delete and what they can't in the parental apps. So get it for your kids, people. Get it for your kids.
All right. YCU Bandstar. When will you gentlemen be visiting Orlando? So glad you guys are back, but I miss Tony.
We do miss Tony.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the third chair is coming back. Like I said, it's going to be more of a rotational thing. We'll have some people that are here more often than not. And then, we'll have guests that come into town. A lot of our friends travel into Texas that want to, come in and hang out.
Mm-hmm.
So the third chair is going to become, I think there's a person that you guys will enjoy that will be more the primary, but then there'll be people coming in and out as well. As far as Orlando goes, hey, I'm open. We're doing church tours all over the nation. If you want us to come to your church and speak, if you are on the leadership team or you have connections with the leadership in your church, we've been getting a lot of emails from people that just say, hey, come to our church. And that's great. And I
doesn't
really
work that
appreciate
way, though.
We need your leadership team to be on board with it. So if you get in touch with your leadership team or you are on staff at your church, if you want us to come speak at your church, email Graham at dearamericamedia.com or Todd at dearamericamedia.com, and we will start working out the dates and get that going. So as far as Orlando goes, if there's a church in Orlando, hey, hit us up.
Yep, let us know. From Dudley99, something I have been concerned about for some time. I'm a truck driver, and I see many trucks with the pally flags and symbols and AK-47 stickers. Y'all have been overseas. What are your thoughts?
I think that there's insurgents everywhere. I think there's terror cells all over America.
Yeah, I agree with that. I wouldn't necessarily worry about trucks or vehicles that publish it because they're not that stupid. Like, they're not terrorists are not going to drive around with AK pictures and Palestinian flags.
No, those are
They're
morons.
not going to identify
Those
themselves.
Are morons
those are
driving
idiots.
around, yeah.
So I would be concerned, just not about that. From Brandalorian 97, want to try and force us to eat that BS 3D printed meat? ? Or way to try.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the plan. I don't think it's to like kill. I'm not on the Alex Jones train. The plan to kill 50% of the population. I think this is all about control, and you control it by controlling our food, and that's what I think.
Can I just get the Thanos glove? Just.